Alrighty guys, look at that. And we are in a time of fertility, and there's our sign. Right there, we're on point. This is a symbol of luck and prosperity. Hey guys, welcome. Happy Easter. I want to thank you guys for joining me here for a special reading all about rebirth, resurrection and rebirth and transformation. We are in a very sacred time of just the celebration of transformation, of rebirth, where we face what we need to face. We're facing transformation. We're facing death. We're facing death of old self, birth of new. We're facing, in order to transmute and shape-shift the energies, in order to have a renewal. We're destroying to create and expand. And here's the visual. What I mean by destroy to create, this time master knows that this is knowledge, and this knowledge is power. This is the figure 8, the lemon skate. We know this is destruction and creation, creation, destruction. And this is the flow of the yin and the yang. But the time master knows, in order to travel through realms and master thyself, we have to destroy to create and create to destroy. Now, what are we working with? We're working with our pain. We're working with healing from this, because remember, we're always healing. That's how we're mastering ourselves. And we're moving up the staff, the caduceus. We're using the energy of the kundalini, and that's the 2 serpents, going up the staff and achieving healing. And this is achieving the flow, the chakra flow. We must heal from our heartache, because this is wreaking havoc in our chakras. This is connected to this space. Our lack of, there's the devil. And we're freeing ourselves. So we need to destroy in order to create patterning. We are freeing ourselves from the cage, and we are freeing ourselves from the change. This is what we've been working on. And I recognize, guys, it's always like, oh, how long have I been birthing new self? How long have I been having a death and a rebirth? How long have I been doing all this? You know what, guys? That's where we understand this takes time, and these are processes. And, you know, some things take years. And yes, some things do feel like they're happening overnight. But this is our journey. This is our path. And we need to surrender and understand that everything is unfolding exactly how it should be. And we have a relationship with divine timing. Now, speaking of divine timing, we're healing. We know we're healing. Hello, the star. There's the energy of Aquarius helping us to move from the dark ages to the gold ages. Look at all that rainbow light that is activating with us, and the star, that 8-pointed star, the North Star home, and it's connected to, we know, the Star of David. Now, this is the time we are in. We're balancing our karmic scales with the light, okay? And look, justice is blind. Justice is blind. But we know we're going to turn the wheel. We're following the number 10s, because those number 10s are connected to 1111 and our awakening codes. So we're going to turn the wheel, and this is connected to the dolphin energy and our counterpart, the work our counterpart is doing alongside with us. And the dolphin, we know, does not compromise oneself. They're able to be there for other species without compromising their own health. And that's what the symbolism is for. So we're understanding this lesson. We're raising our vibration in order to see that part of our path here is to expand and heal with self. And it's those patterns we're creating that are activating other people, not jumping in their pits and healing with them or healing for them. But the self-care patterns we are showing and activating of self, we're leading the way in the transformations for other people to follow. so that we can be people that, what's that saying? Teach a man how to fish and he can feed himself for a lifetime. Fish for him and he's only got enough food for a day. Well, that's what we're doing. And we're doing it through this energy right here. Look at that full moon. That full moon is calling us to have our transformations, our death, and our rebirth. And this is that when we are soul retrieving, we're that butterfly that's gone into the chrysalis, the cocoon, and we transform anew. And we're doing it with all the energy of the heavens, of the zodiac. That guy's not very good looking, no. But right, guys, we're seeing through what he looks like, right? What's his energy? Can anyone tell me what his energy is? Now, Ace of Wands. This is where the magic is happening. This is where the fertilization is happening. So we're transforming, and we're transforming with our wand, our flame, our fire, our God spark. And that's connected to the feminine right here. And look, we know that the feminine is the sphere, and we're creating within the void. And ooh, we're fertilizing that void. We're fertilizing that void with, look, we've made a triangle, the tetrahedron. And this is connection, and this is connection to unconditional love. So what we're creating is through unconditional love. And it's from transforming from the devil energies with integrity of the light. That's what this is saying. And this is the time we're in. We've shifted cycles. We've gone from winter to spring. And we are in a time of the great cleansing right now. Okay? We are really connected to the water energies as we rebirth. Now, here's our resurrections. And this is connected to the celebration of this holiday. Many of us know the story, but remember, guys, we are celebrating with our intentions of the heart. This is our celebration. This is no one else's. So you don't let anyone else tell you how to celebrate Easter. You take it for its symbolism. Its symbolism is facing a death and a rebirth, a resurrection. And that's symbolism from our ancients to make the connections, to face the devil energies, to face death, to face the shadows, and to transform and retrieve the pieces of our soul and restore wholeness, and to birth a whole new person, to come back anew. And this is how we master ourselves, and we're master manifestors, and we are whole. Guys, I don't know if you know what a big deal this point is, but we are whole here. And we have done ascension work. So we've retrieved pieces from our soul from the underworld. We've connected to the heavens, and we've ascended through the middle world. And we're going to get deeper into this transformation in a minute here. But this is what we're doing. We're rebirthing, and we're connecting to the child. And this is connected to the Empress, the energy of Venus, and the great feminine. And right now, we are connected to the divine feminine energy more than ever. We need her protection. We need her prayer. And we know that that's through the masculine rising, the masculine healing. We are connected. We are one. And here we are getting to one. Here's where the fertilization is happening. And boy, isn't that a great space when we get together with our counterpart. Because we're going home. And everything we're doing is connected to our divine blueprint, our life's expansion path. And this is connected to this. And why we must understand the gift in destroying to create and creating to destroy. And that is our message to today. And it's connected to this holiday and resurrection. And as I must say, we're celebrating our holidays. I just want to throw this in there as a side note. This is what I mean by we are choosing to celebrate our holidays. I went to go and pick up some chocolates, and I tried to do my best to research what the chocolates are made out of. So at least my son is having not fake chocolate, all natural chocolate. And I buy all natural chocolate for myself. Now I understand we all do the best we can. You know what? We enjoy what we enjoy. We're allowed treats. I also got him these. I was down the aisle, and this lady comes up screaming and yelling at me that aisle of Easter treats was nothing but an effing joke to her. And she started attacking me. And she was projecting her wounds of the celebration of this holiday onto me. And I just looked at her, and my telepathy was like, yo, woman, stand back. I'm going to look at you with love right now because you're projecting at me. But whatever is twisted with this holiday for you is twisted with this holiday for you. And you ain't projecting that on me. I'm celebrating this holiday with my intention of the heart and unconditional love and looking at it for what it is. It's symbolism, you guys. We're bridges from old earth to new earth. So we are allowed to celebrate and create with wonder and that pure intention of the heart of the child. And yes, enjoy some treats. Enjoy breaking bread with our loved ones. Enjoy the symbolism of what this holiday means. It doesn't mean you have to wear anyone's projections of what the shadow energy and the harm that has been done to us. Remember, part of what we're doing here to restore balance between the masculine and the feminine energies is to put the past in the past. And it's time to do so. And we're creating anew, and we're creating anew from the bridges that we are standing on, that we have formed from within to without, from old earth to new earth. Now let's get the rest of our messages. Now, I wanted to speak channel messages very quickly here, and then we're going to go on to the message and get some messages that go with the messages. Ooh, I'm on the wrong page. Let me do some time traveling and get to the right one. Channeled messages. Prayer of the Mother. Prayer of the Great Divine Feminine. And that connects us to energy and the birthing powers of the Great Feminine and renewal. The renewal of creation. The connection to creation. And we know that the feminine is the matter which houses the energy to expand with. That's why we need us together right now. Now, they also said that this is connected to gateway. And this is a light portal potential gateway. Now, let's get some messages. See what's going down. We're following the hummingbird. And the hummingbird is connected to the child as well as the lovers. And this is the connection to the birth of new self from old self. And that's connected to old earth and new earth. Putting the past in the past and building from this moment on and the future. Understanding we're always connected to the past. But we just don't need those lower vibrational energies weighing us down anymore. We're going to really pick things up and create these golden ages. It's time. It's time to put the past into the past and to shift and create anew. And that is connected to our knowledge, applied to our wisdom, applied to our experience here, and allow our expansion. And that's connected to La Luna, the cycles and the rhythms. And that's connected to the energy of the miracles and the great divine feminine. The healing powers of the feminine, the birthing powers of the feminine, the connection to creation. Creating miracles. And this is the connection to our independence and Lilith. And Lilith is connected to Black Moon Lilith and the destruction before the creation. There's the serpent on her head. This is a powerful energy that we need to have knowledge on. And this energy, because, we need to destroy our old beliefs. We need to destroy our old patterning. We need to destroy the harm that the past has caused us in order to heal anew. So our truths are being unveiled. The veil is parting. And we know we've activated the portal of light. And we are moving right now through time and space in order to heal and expand. We're on mission work. And we're going to use this energy to have the power to conjure lower vibrational forces. And this is to be able to use the energies to travel between worlds and transmute the lower vibrational energies through us and help the raising of Gaia. Help the evolution of our species. We know that through this, the divine masculine is rising, and so is the feminine, and this is connected to our protection messages. As we are connected, the divine masculine must heal and rise so we can heal and rise. We're protected together. The work we're doing is sacred. Now we know this is why we're here. We're restoring balance between the masculine and feminine energies through the creation of unconditional love and the sacred cords, the sacred cord between us, the bond to our beloved and unconditional love. The balance is naturally built within us through the energy of the child. It's time. 2 messages of time. We are now mastering time travel. Okay, guys, so before we get to the official reading, we need a little bit more information. And please bear with me. I know I don't want this to get too long and overdrawn, but we have to still create with integrity of the light. And I wouldn't be doing right by you guys if I didn't share the messages that need to be received. Now, also too, I've done a lot of cooking with turmeric. My nails have turned yellow. So don't pay too much attention to those. Now we know we're journeying between worlds for this reason right here. Our soul retrieval, and then we know we birth anew. So we're using the energy of the Time Master, and not only does this infinity symbol show us the flow of the yin and yang, so you can picture this being dark and light, and the dark running into the light, and the light running into the dark. And it's forever flowing and constant. That's how you cannot lose the yin to your yang or the yang to your yin, because we're always connected, and this is about the flow. All right. Now, we're doing soul retrieval, and that's why we are going between worlds right here. That's the key. This is the time that we're in. And there's many pathways that we can do to achieve this, our soul's expansion. And that's why it's important to understand this energy, because we just get stuck on one path. We never go anywhere else. So we need to be able to expand, and that's connected to this. Our tree of life. This is our expansion blueprint, our divine blueprint, and we all have one. Now, we entered the sweat lodge in order to purify our soul and birth anew. So this is where we have gone into the underworld and retrieved pieces of our soul. And we've connected to the upper world, and through the middle world, we are birthing anew with this whole new person. This is our big new badass selves. We're masters now. And we keep continuing to master ourselves until we cross over. This is an ongoing thing. That's why it always seems like we're talking about the same thing. Oh, didn't I just have a death and a rebirth? And didn't I just birth new self? And oh my goodness, how long is all this taking? And wasn't I doing this? Yes, things take time. We know that. They don't just happen overnight. Some things feel like they're happening overnight, right? But we know they take time. Now, this is all about the flow. The flow between yin and yang. The balance, right? And we're renewing the balance. And this is to create with. And this is connected to the child. And that's how we got here. We follow the child because we freed the child. And the child is following the light home. That's why we need to follow the child and free the child. And the child is following the light home on Beauty Way. Traveling through Beauty Way right now, guys. Here we go. And Beauty Way is connected to the journey, the path. And this is connected to the energy of the world and our expansion here. This is where we are connecting to the tree of life, and that's connected to this. our expansion path. And from that, we're going to connect to the energy of La Luna, our cycles and rhythms. And this is connecting to the universal rhythms of the planet, of life. And this is the divine feminine energy that connects in order to birth life from the void. And it's connected to the cycles and rhythms of life, creation. Now we know we're spiraling between worlds, between the lower, the middle, and the upper. And this is our healing spiral, and it's connected to our divine blueprints. And that's connected to the vision quest that we are on right now. We are on a vision quest. That's our soul's expansion, and this is seeing what we need to see and transformation. And this is our expansion, our transformation with the sun. From the moon to the sun. Now we are balanced with both energies. We are transforming from the serpent energy to the eagle, and you can see right here, look it. We have transformed with the energy of the eagle from the serpent. And here is the eagle right here within the serpent energy. There, we've done it. We just received this message. And look at that. Now we've been activated by the rainbow light. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, spirit. Thank you to the divine. Now we're bearing witness. We're bearing witness to our own transformations. And this is very important. As we bear witness to our transformations, we are activated. There's the third eye, and we see what we need to see. And this is also helping us to believe and helping others to believe. This is connected to the sacrifice that we've made in order to bear witness and transform. And our sacrifices are connected to corn and the sacrifices of Mother Earth and the earth. This corn is grown from her womb, and we eat with it. This is a very, very sacred plant. This sustains us. She makes the sacrifice in order to feed us. And right now, we are in a time of gathering in order to celebrate. And we know this is about our soul retrieval. And our soul retrieval is connected to the ancient ones and the message of the ancient ones. That's that we are more than just our body, we're more than just our mind, and we're more than just our spirit. We're all three, and we have to link all three energies together in order to expand. So yes, we have to honor the wild woman, the wild man within us. And this is connected to our animalistic self and our instincts. And our instincts are connected to our intuition. It's just, which ones do we listen to? Are we the bear that's eating from the toxic honey? Or are we the bear that's eating from the pure honey from Mother Earth? And we need to know the difference, and then we need to apply the knowledge that we have been seeking and expand with it, so we know better, right? We're still instinctual, but we know better. We still honor that side of us. Now, we are in the time of the medicine wheel. We know we're expanding from the serpent to the eagle, but it's through all these energies of transformation, and it's connected to this lovely hummingbird, and we know we're following the hummingbird home. The wheel is also connected to, as you can see in here, the arrow. And there it is, the arrow. And we know this is the sun and moon arrow. This means we are connected to the sun and the moon, and we're balanced. We've created stability of the light in the light and stability of light in the dark. And we're going to hit our mark, and we're going to hit our aim. And what are we using this arrow for? For completion. And that's from completing our healing path and journey from the serpent that eats its own tail to being the serpent that transforms and has a death and a rebirth, a resurrection, a whole person. And this is connected to the beloved and the energy of love, unconditional love. And this is connected to the creator, the divine. This is what we're birthing. We're connecting to the energy of water. This is the void. This is the feminine. And through this, we have to understand too, we're being offered protection. And that's connected to the Fibonacci sequence and spiral, our expansion, the shell energy through the sun and the moon. And we're doing this through the heart of the sky, our connections to the heavens, to La Luna, to the sun, to the star system, the light, period. This is the light. And that's connecting us to the energy of the council. The council of light, 1111, where we heed the call and we begin our transformational process from being lower vibrational and caught within the devil energies and separateness and the expansion back to one, back to unconditional love, back to the light through healing from the shadow energies. Now we're going to do this in the lower world, and this is where we are doing soul retrieval work. So we need the energy of the mystical shaman in order to travel between the worlds. All right. Now we're using the Andean cross. This is to help protect us as we're traveling through the worlds. This is very ancient and very sacred. We go from the lower to the middle world, and look, that's connected to water and birthing. The fertility of water here on the planet, the fertility of life, thanks to the energy of water, the great mother energy. We're going to use the staff in order to transform, and this is connected to the light, the council, but the God spark, the ace of wands. There you can see the staffs and the connection between them, and look, there's the life being fertilized. And now we have the key, the fertilization of life. We've picked life over death here. The staff connecting us now to the upper worlds and the work that we're doing between the worlds. And this is helping us with the curse. We're going to use this staff to heal from this energy. Now this energy is the truth being hidden behind the veil and not seeing the truth, having access to the truth, but most of all, being allowed to speak the truth. Many of us see the truth behind the veil, but we are not allowed to speak it because we're in fear of speaking the truth. We're in fear of what we've seen. We're in fear of the fact that we've been lied to by the matrix. And we have to find our truths from within to without and expand with them. But we're not in fear anymore. This is about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So we can put the past in the past and move forth, creating off of reality, not off of illusions. And guess what? We deserve the truth. We are love. We are light. We're creating with integrity of the light. Thus, we deserve to be gifted the truth in order to move forth with it and heal and expand. And this is why we're here, Starseeds and Twin Flames. If you guys have been doing research on a starseed destroys in order to create. Thus, we have the energy of the Time Master within us. We're understanding this lesson of destruction and creation and destruction. The flow of the Taurus, the flow of goes on for infinity. Now, this is all about the Holy Mountain and the work we are doing within. And I'm just going to grab this card because I want you to see. Look at, there we are. We're on this Holy Mountain within. We're connecting to the sun and the moon, restoring balance from within. And we are facing the energy of the coyote, the great trickster, okay? And this is in order to see what is deceit and what is not. We need the energy of the smoky mirror to reflect back to us what is delusions, what is illusions, and what is the truth, what is our truth. So we're being reflected through the matrix, what we need to see, what we need to experience in order to find our truth. And that's connected to our divine blueprint and the many paths that we are taking on our soul's expansion. We're going to use the energy of lightning, and this energy of lightning is connected to the staff, as well as it's being produced within us, within our sacral chakra and solar plexus. This is the energy of life, the creation of life. So we're doing this within. And this is where the magic is happening. This is where all the time traveling is happening. It's happening in this standstill, the energy of meditation. And this is now where we have an open, active dialogue between us and the divine through meditation. Meditation is listening, and we actively pray in order to speak to the divine. Now, this is also finding balance for the body. And we must, in order to meditate properly, cultivate a time of regeneration. That's key in understanding the energy of the standing still. But we are time traveling in here. And that's where we're connecting to the upper world. Now we're going to use the energy of the blade, and the blade is connected to our healing. It's connected to the medicine path. And this is connected to the sword of clarity, the sword of the light. And this is to cut away from the curse, the lower vibrational energies that are keeping us from the truth, from speaking our truth. It's time we spoke our truth. This is what's going to free us. We are luminous warriors of the light. And we understand this at this point by now. We've done work with the Holy Mountain. We're using the energy of magic of the child, and that's taking us back home to our connection between the beloved, of love, of unconditional love, and the love that our counterpart is showing us, how unconditional that love can be, how we can still desire one another through time and through space. And this energy is bringing us forth home to, look at this, guys, the hummingbird. And we know we are following the hummingbird. And the hummingbird is connected to lightning. And this lightning is connected to thunder, because we know thunder and lightning go together. And we're going to expand with the energy of thunder and lightning. Two energies that go together in order to create the whole. It would not be a lightning storm without thunder. And it's connected to the energy of the hummingbird and love. Let's get the message. The essence. Despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central Americas to feed from the summer nectar. These gentle creatures can be fiercely territorial to protect their homes. Hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and to protect our personal space. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest. Bypass the dung pile of old pain and hurts. Head for the flowers and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. Now this is answering the call, and this is also being in the energy of the wild woman and trusting your instincts. This is also connected to the energy of the scarab beetle, and the scarab beetle, it teaches us to move our dung out of the way. Yes, it's expanding with the light, but the third eye activation that dung beetle is connected to, well, the beetle is connected to, is to literally, the metaphor of it is to move your shit out of the way. And that's in order to expand. So we remove what's toxic in order to expand. And we all have to illuminate what we must remove, the shadow energies, the waste that we need in order to expand and create with this beautiful epic flow of the energy of the Taurus, the ever beautiful sustainment of life. And that is clipping away the dead ends that have to go, so we have luxurious made. The invitation. The buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings, preparing you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of this moment and to take bold action. Trust that success is assured, even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well, because the all is in the small. I love that. The all is in the small. And thank goodness, because we're going home. I need to go home, and I need to use this energy of the hummingbird because my feet are now tired today. The medicine. This mighty being comes to teach you stillness in motion and to trust your inner knowing that the sweetest nectar is assured. Ooh, and we know that because we know this hummingbird is connected to the lovers, baby. That sweet nectar of the ooh, ooh, gooey, gooey feeling of love. The medicine. This mighty being comes to teach you stillness in motion and to trust your inner knowing that the sweetest nectar is assured. Failing to act when the moment is right can spoil your journey. If you feel your safety, comfort, or day-to-day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you will have to work much harder to achieve what is being offered to you freely now. Still your mind, even in the midst of your very hectic schedule, and heed the gentle voice that calls to you to test new wings. And there we go, guys. We're going to test those wings and we're going to raise our vibration home. Now, how are we getting home? What they've showed me is this is connected, of course, to our connection to children, the energy of the child, and healing with the children and the inner child. Our chakra flow, and we know this is our soul's expansion blueprint. We know this is connected to the healing and the equality we are achieving here through the Two of Cups energy. And what this is connected to right now is the devil energies. And the devil energies are connected to this space right here. This is the Three of Wands. And in this deck, we've been backstabbed and betrayed or felt pain through more than just a lover. This is feeling the energies of the karmic scales not being balanced. This is the energy of what's unjust. And this can be what's unjust from the law. And the scales being tipped because we're not being ethical. We're not doing what's right. We're not doing what's right within the heart. So we've been backstabbed, hurt, and betrayed by more than just a lover. It could be a friend. It could be the actual law. It could be a lover, yes. But we have to heal from this pain. This pain is causing us to be within our karmic loops. And this pain is always causing us to feel our lack of. We're living in a world that's dark, yet we understand there is abundance and light. But this is all we can focus on. And this is keeping us caught in our burdens. And being kept caught in our burdens, this energy is connected. And that's why we need to use our Ace of Flames to fertilize new life around here. Now, we're going to go within the dark and use the energy of the High Priestess to restore balance and connect to our divine knowledge, connected to our divine blueprint, okay? And this connects us to the energy of the Empress. And guess what, guys? The Empress is thinking about this because she's connected to it. She's feeling that. But we have to see through our illusions in order to get to this space. We must see through our illusions because our illusions can tear us apart. We need to heal and expand from them. So we're going to find strength in order to do so, okay? When we find strength and we turn the wheel. And the wheel is connected to the universal flow of life, the patterning here. The patterning that we expand with. So we are on the path of the moon in order to reflect love from within to without. And we're going to grow like the energy of the crustacean. We're going to have growth. And here we connect to the Emperor in order to do so. And here we're rocking our truths on our spiritual quest. Thank you, Princess of Swords, making the connection. And this is connected to Hawk energy. We are swift. And we are swift in connecting to the energy of the sun, our expansion, but it's through the moon. Very important, it's through the moon. And then we are gifted our Ace of Pentacles. And that's the forward movement home. And we know we're doing this from within with the energy of the Hermit to without with the energy of the Star. And here it is. This is the time that we're in. Balance achieved. Karmic scales balance through, look, unconditional love. Look at the 2 tetrahedrons that are being united, and there's the flow, yin and yang in flow. We're creating unconditional love, masculine and feminine, in order to restore balance. This is connected to our resurrection, and this is the time we are in right now. So we're going to stop battling self, and we're going to get back on mission work with our 3 of Pentacle pals, and we're creating unconditional love. We know that. From fear to love. We're going to connect to the energy of the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is going to help us on our spiritual quests right here. And we are going to connect to the upper, middle, and lower worlds and transform the energy through this. And look at this. We know we're connected to our Merkaba. We're going to advance and we're going to raise the vibration. Here we are. We are that hummingbird that is flying right now. And we are the phoenix rising from the ashes. And we've made the connections. We've expanded with our heart chakra. We've made unconditional love. We have activated this ancient DNA within us through our Merkaba. And this is connected to holistic health and healing. This is what we came here to achieve through the energy of the Caduceus, the Kundalini. And we know we are rocking it with our truths. And this is getting us, well, you see where this is getting us. And we found the sword of clarity, we found the sword of light. We are connected to the divine. And these are divinely guided truths connected to our heart chakra. And this is the time we are in. Literally, we've come back full circle. And guys, my timer just said 555. Death. It is time to rebirth, guys. It is time to have our deaths, transformations, and rebirth. That is the time we're in. That is what Easter symbolizes. It's just a symbolization of the celebration. And remember, we're the energy of the child. You take what you're celebrating and run with it. You don't have to be celebrating through the energy of the shadows. You can celebrate through the energy of your heart chakra and activate the energy of the child. Now it is time. There's a literal timepiece right within here. And that connects us back to the time we are in. It's time. Easter is here. And here we are, and we know this is connected to our independence and the solar eclipse energy where the dark and the light came together in Capricorn. And this is connecting us to our expansions. And this is connecting us back here where we want to be. And here. And that is happening thanks to the energy of our ancients and balance being restored through the great harmonics. And this is connected to our soul's retrieval. And this is what we've been doing. We have been retrieving pieces of our soul in order to put them all together within the chrysalis and expand a new whole. And this has been thanks so much to the moon, who is helping us to connect through impulse, our passions, and work on impulse control through the fire energies and heal from the devil energies and create with integrity of the light. And we know the water energies, the feminine. So the masculine and father, the water and feminine. And this is helping us to restore our passions through fulfillment from our isolation and separateness. And this is also connected to Black Moon Lilith. And we're destroying to create. And what we were creating and what we're healing is our connection to our beloved. The creation of unconditional love. Through the reflection of love. Through this path. Through introspection on the path of the moon. All right, guys, let's get our messages on this holiest of days.